Our little group here is for learning something of a spiritual path. And spiritual path doesn't mean Buddhist spiritualism. It means spiritual. Going back to the spirit, going back to our mind. When we talk about spiritualism, it's something about the mind. It's something about making the mind a better individual, a better person. That's what it's about. It's not about mantras and rituals and exotic, lamas and names and titles and exotic magic shows. So what I want to share a type of Dharma to all of you, as I mentioned before, who are intelligent, who are educated, who are modern, and who have very little time because you have a lot of responsibilities. We may think that this is a modern time and we have a lot of freedom and flexibility. Actually, no. It's a Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga meaning the time of degeneration, where all things that support life become an obstacle for life. All things that support life become something that creates more time-consuming space. It takes up more and more time. We think a car is more convenient. Actually, when we get a car, it takes up more time. It takes up more energy, it takes up more responsibility, but it has its great benefits. So some people go into this thing about buying more and more cars, bigger cars, nicer cars, and wanting to have beautiful cars, and wanting to be in a beautiful car, and they're attached to beautiful cars. And in fact, that car is supposed to be very convenient for them, but in fact, it creates suffering for them. My father was like that. Well, not my real father, my stepfather. I realized that when I was young. Every 2-3 years, he'd buy a new car so he can look good in it. He wanted status. So it didn't work. And in fact, a car can become a source of great suffering for us. So we look good in it for a few minutes. People say we drive in the Merc or whatever. But in the end, it becomes a source of pain, fear of it being stolen, fear of it having an accident, fear of maintaining it with petrol, etc., fear of it being a liability on wheels. Then we have to work very hard to make the payments, insurance. It just becomes, we start working for the car doesn't work for us. Similarly, with a boyfriend, with a girlfriend. Similarly, with attachment to clothes. Similarly, with attachment to money and business. Similarly, with attachment to jewelry, etc., etc., etc.